conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to Cloud Pandith training stream. In today's session, we will talk about creating our own first Azure Data Factory. In this video, we will learn how you can create Azure account. In order to provision any service in Azure account, you need to know some basic information such as subscription, resource group, then region. So we will understand the Azure basics. Then we will see how you can able to create your own Azure Data Factory in Azure account. Then we will create a simple pipeline with the wait activity we will be discussing in today's session. So if you look at this Azure account, here Azure account is mainly used for identity to log into the Azure. So Azure account is your identity to log into the Azure account. Just to think of Azure account like your email ID. So if you have a Gmail ID, it will allow you to log into Google. Similarly, if you have a Azure account, you can use that Azure account credentials to log into the Azure. So what is the URL to log into the Azure account is portal.azure.com. So this is the URL that you have to use to log into the Azure account. So if you see, let's say once we have a Azure account, next we have a something called a root tenant. So automatically tenant will be created. Then there will be a something called management groups here, right? What is this management group is? Just to think of a management group is used to organize multiple subscriptions together. So here we have core, IAS, these all belongs to the IT. So that's how management group is used to organize multiple subscriptions together into a single group. Think of like management group like a company head office where you have head office controls multiple branches. Management group controls the multiple subscriptions. Here you think of your head office controls multiple branches. Similarly, your management group controls the multiple subscriptions. Now let's talk about Azure subscriptions. So Azure subscription is like a mobile SIM card. Without SIM, you cannot make calls, or you cannot use any internet. Similarly, without Azure subscription, you cannot create any Azure service. Subscription is your entry pass to Azure and also decides who pays the bill. So based on who pays the bill, there are three types of subscription generally you will see in real time. So free trial subscription, like a demo SIM card, Azure gives a free credits for learning and practice. Next, we have a pay as you go subscription, like a prepaid electricity meter. You pay only for what you use, right? So every month you will get a bill for your electricity. You will be making payment. Similarly, for whatever services you have used, they will generate an invoice at the month end. You can make the payment against that. So finally, you have an enterprise subscription, which is used by companies. Company pays the bill and the employees use the resources. So as a beginners, you all need access to any one subscription to practice the labs. Now let's understand resource group. Resource group is like a folder on your laptop, right? Your like you group related Azure resources together, so that what happens is if you delete the folder, all files inside that particular folder is going to be deleted. Same applies to this particular resource group also. If you delete this particular resource group, all the resources which are there within this resource group will get deleted. Simple. Resource group is a folder in your laptop. If you delete the folder, all files in folder will get deleted. Similarly, uh, Azure resource group is like to group the resources into a single folder. If you delete this particular resource group, all the resources will get deleted. But where these resource groups can be there, resource groups will be there under subscriptions. You can have a more number of resource group under subscriptions. Next, let's talk about a region. Region is where your data physically lives. Think of it like a bank branch location. Choose the nearest region for better performance, right? So what happens, for example, you want to credit some amount, what you will do, you'll check what is the nearest bank branch, you will go there and you will credit the amount. Similarly, whenever you are choosing a particular location for your data processing or whatever, you need to choose where is your data, where is your customer, what is the nearest location region for your customers and data. That is the region you need to select for better performance. Now let's talk about Azure Data Factory. So Azure Data Factory name must be globally unique, just like a Gmail ID. So that is why we add a project name or number as your data factory name, so that it will identify the data factory name uniquely. We generally give the our client name, and then is it a dev environment or prod environment. Then we will give, is it the first data factory, second data factory, something like that. For example, Cloud Pandith underscore, uh, let's say this is for training purpose, then I'll say Cloud Pandit underscore training underscore dev underscore 001. So that's how some naming conventions we will follow. Next, so in order to create a Azure Data Factory, so we need a subscription, a resource group, region, and unique name. So with the help of these four, we can able to create a Azure Data Factory. Now we learned the Azure basics. Let's learn. We are going to create a one pipeline today. Within that pipeline, I'm going to use a wait activity. But let's understand what is this wait activity exactly. So wait activity is like a pause button. Okay, what it does is we use it to understand pipeline execution flow without worrying about source, sync, or data. How the pipeline will work, how this particular flow is going to be. So if you want to understand that, simple activity that you can able to use is wait activity. So as the video length is going to be very high if I use the copy activity, that's why I'm using actually wait activity today. But in the upcoming sessions, we'll talk about the copy activity. So here two things. Once you create a pipeline, you will publish it. Publish means you are changing the, you are saving the changes. Next, you have a monitor tab. Monitor is like a checking delivery status. It tells whether pipeline succeeded or failed. Okay, just it will tell you the run status. So next session, what we will do is we will learn how to create your real-time pipeline using the copy activity. But today, let's continue to discuss remaining things. So what is pending now? The pending things are, first we need to we need to create a Azure account. We need to create data factory. We need to build a pipeline with the wait activity. Then we need to publish and monitor that particular pipeline status. After that, I'm going to show you the MCQs. As you all know, try to get a 7 out of 10 in MCQs. If you're not getting 7, rewatch the video. Okay, so you can share your score in the comment section in this particular video tip. So let's get started with the hands-on lab now. To create a Azure account, right? So you don't require anything. Portal.azure.com you can type. Then say, I don't have any account. Click on create one. Here, let's say I don't have even email ID. So I can say Cloud Pandit, let's say a new white YouTube list, YouTube play, YouTube videos, something like that. And outlook.com. So I'm just giving outlook.com. Okay, Cloud Pandit, new YouTube at the rate outlook.com. Okay, after that, I am just giving some password here. You can give the password, click next. So I am just choosing some random date stream. Okay, you can just choose something. So I'll just say Cloud Pandit, then click next. It will ask you to prove you are a human. So just press and hold it for a few seconds. Then you just move the cursor up. So if it is failed, again press and hold for a few seconds. So now it is done. Now what is going to happen is we will be able to see the Azure account is going to create now. So you don't require a pass key for face recognition, thumb recognition also you can use to log in. So now if you see here, it is saying Microsoft Entra ID, like Azure free trial, as I said, one of it. So once your free trial is completed, you can upgrade your subscription to the pay as you go. So if you are studying in any university, you will also get some student subscription. You can also create your enterprise subscriptions. All this, any one of it you need. Let's say if you want to create a free trial, click on start. See here, Azure for free or pay as you go. Let's say I want Azure for free, click on free. Here you need to do few things, Tim. So what you need to do is maybe you can just see in many other YouTube videos where people are going to create a free trial. All right. So here it is very simple. You need to fill your personal details. Once you fill your personal details, then it will ask you to enter your credit card details. Once you enter your credit card details, then you can just what you can do is you can see, for example, click next after entering some personal details. I'm just entering my phone number. It will ask you to authenticate that. Company name. Okay, I'm just giving MSB001 next. Right, so address it is asking. After this address, see step 2 of 3, after this address it will ask you to, let's say some address I'm just providing. Click next. It will ask you to let's say Telangana. Okay, click next. So after this, what is going to happen is it is going to ask you to enter the credit card. Once you provide the credit card details, you will basically get a $200, which you have to use it within the 30 days. Okay. So that's how generally what you have to do is you may need to create the Azure account. See, you won't be charged unless you move to pay as you go pricing, right? So it is asking you to enter the credit card details. So you can just enter and it will send you OTP. Enter the OTP, then it will create the subscription. Let's say if you look at my account, right? So I have already one subscription. I'm logging into the subscription available Azure account. Okay, so here you can see subscriptions. If you see, go to subscriptions, you can able to see your Cloud Pandith enterprise subscription I have. So this subscription I was just using, and you can see this month charges is 1375 rupees. That's how you can have your own subscription. So here what is our today goal is we want to create a data factory. So just click search for data factory above, click on it. Now see, there are some data factories that we have from today morning session. Click on create data factory now. So here, as I said, we need to create a one resource group. I'll say YouTube-dev-rg. Okay, YouTube-dev-rg, and resource name is Cloud Pandith YouTube-dev-001. That's how client name, what is the purpose of it, what environment, what is the number. So that's how you need to identify uniquely. So we have a subscription, we have a resource group, we have a data factory name, then we have selected the region. Region means, as I said, it is a physical location where your data, your pipelines code actually lives, right? I'm choosing a east to west. After that, directly click review plus create. No need to worry about remaining things. You can just leave them for default for now. Click create. So it will take just a few seconds. It will just take a few seconds, Tim. Okay. It will take few seconds to come up. Let's wait for few seconds. So you can see data factory is ready. Click on go to resource. Here it is not showing, right? Click on refresh. Sometimes it will not show immediately. Refresh. Click on this data factory. If you come down, you see launch studio. Click on launch studio. So Azure Data Factory has a separate URL. So you can use this adf.azure.com also to log in directly. Okay. Let's say once I log in, once I am here, As I said, go to author tab here. You see there is a pipeline. Click on this, click on new pipeline. So within this, you have a lot of activities. I'll talk about these activities in the next session, deep dive into these activities and pipeline. So let's say you clicked on these three dots, created a pipeline. You can see here there is a wait activity. What we discussed about the wait activity. So wait activity is like a pause button. We use it to understand pipeline execution flow without worrying about source, sync or data, because we don't need to give anything. We just have to give some 10 seconds, right? So once this 10 seconds wait activity is completed, on success of this wait active one, if it is succeeded, I want to run a wait activity too. So that's how you can try to understand how this particular flow is executing. I'm giving 5 seconds here, here I'm giving 5 seconds. So this is how you can able to use the wait activity inside the pipeline and to understand how the pipeline execution flow is executing. After that, you have to click on a publish. So as I said, if you click on publish, publish is nothing but it's a save button. Okay. So once you saved it, you can click on the like add trigger, click on trigger now, click on OK. So once you trigger it, the pipeline is running where you can see there is a monitor tab. As we discussed, monitoring is like a checking delivery status. It tells whether pipeline succeeded or failed. Go to monitor tab. See the pipeline status currently it is saying is in progress. Refresh it, refresh it, refresh it. See, it is succeeded. If you want to go inside this pipeline, see activity, click on pipeline. You can see wait activity. So first wait activity started running at 3 o'clock 21 minutes 5 seconds. After waiting for 5 seconds, wait activity 2 started. Start time, you can see both wait activities got succeeded. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's session. Now let's look at the MCQ stream. As I said, attempt all questions honestly. Passing score is 7 out of 10. If your score is below 7, please rewatch session 3 before moving forward. Comment your score in YouTube comment section team. Many people are not commenting. I request everybody to do that. So I'm just scrolling down all the questions. You can pause the video to read the question and answer it. Okay. Okay. So thank you all for watching this particular video. Please like, share and subscribe team. Thank you all.